Rinpoche, venerable monks, and everybody else, a very warm welcome to this talk organised by the Cambridge University Buddhist Society. It is a true privilege to be able to listen to Khenpo Sudaje Rinpoche speaking this evening. He is one of the most eminent teachers of the Buddha Dharma in China and becoming increasingly known in the West as well. He had a thorough and deep training in Tibetan Buddhist theory and practices, so he had the traditional Tibetan Buddhist training for a monk. And since then, he's devoted himself for the last 30 years to making the Buddha Dharma accessible to as many people as possible in a form that enabled lay people as well as monks to have a really thorough Buddhist education. If you were watching the video earlier, Khenpo Rinpoche is the senior teacher at Larongga Five Sciences Buddhist Institute, Buddhist Academy, and he's using the internet and increasingly making contact in the West. He's visited many universities in the West in order to, I think, get us to engage with this extraordinary set of teachings. So he comes from a deeply traditional Tibetan Buddhist background, but he's very involved in integrating traditional Buddhist practices with the problems of the modern world. And he's also very interested and engaged in integrating what could be taken as a contemplative tradition with action out there in the world. He's founded a charity to support education, to support nursing care. He stresses the importance of compassion and looking after the poor, not just sitting on the cushion and practicing for ourselves. And in the case of Cambridge, yes, this is a place of great privilege, but it is also, as many of you here will know, a place where there is also a lot of suffering. Suffering that comes from modern lifestyle, suffering that just comes from being human beings. And what the Buddha Dharma has to offer all of us is some sort of way of finding healing for that suffering. So very much in the spirit of Khenpo Rinpoche's wish to help all of us find our own way, that he's going to give a talk tonight on the Buddha's path in practice, an end in itself or a means to a better world.
Lopchandani tani de nangtanga chutsoko tani tsokso tani letna marna yongda te maimbagan tani girgan tani lopchok chamadam nyam de dostavi tani skachapsha jidang lojon shiji korko shongala nga rangoni nyang takpa
Tonight, to have this opportunity to come here, to give a teaching, also have this opportunity to learn from you, from the members of the Cambridge Students Buddhist Society and teachers, everybody who has come here tonight. Khenpo wants to extend a very heartfelt thanks.
로깃니 요니 길근 데 랍트 총아 콩남바 몽보 쳐요레 달로 응츠온데 탈란 쇼네요 로깃 그 데니 랍트 총아 몽보당 냠더 로종시기다 데니 롤란시기 고르고 여보쇼요 시집 다 춘데 있나 데니 로기 그 추즈다 샹기 그 추, 데니 오기 그 추, 다 남박 섬거나 산집 존던데 그 출력 참만디 오늘에 데나 다데랑 데니 닝운이 나가서 오기 그 나왔던 출력 바래 데니 데랑 로기 그 다데랑 추적 그 속소야 만보즈도 데니 로기 그 나왔던 출력 아닌 사례 데니나 ngetsonyo nyamdam thandrur gurguni tani chama rolan shikyo ndoyang chi kyatam phobajire.
And looking around the audience, I'm particularly glad to see so many ordained members of the Theravada tradition in the audience. This year in Thailand, we had a conference and I had an excellent opportunity to engage in discussion and exchange with members of the Theravada, the southern tradition. In general, we speak of the southern tradition, the northern tradition, the Tibetan tradition. In any case, they're all part of the Buddha Dharma. And I'm really grateful to have this opportunity, and I hope that we can engage with each other in a very united way.
Tani ngala samsar kare yore jana ta tirap nishiba nzina tani jarkab ko parna yang chi tan chuglong mongo menchuk mongo yo chi tirap zare tani ta ji chulug parn sam yinna ra man nangkhar ge yang ta chu ta jang mombo yo sa ga tirap zare ta tani tirap nyerchik bane song tani te jamz mayo pa tani jarkab par yinna ra ga chulug par yinna ra ga kharshuk da nshuk mug warna ya tani ta damchang ge tirap zeida chama pansan nyamda rera chi tamzu yo chi tirap muksar janz ge song yo re.
So I guess to sort of start off with my thoughts about the 20th century, which is one that was characterized by a great deal of conflict, a great deal of struggles between different peoples, between different religious sects or religious traditions. It was in general a century of great violence. We've now arrived in the 21st century, and in some sense we can see that it has been a time where there has been an opportunity for greater communication and collaboration and cooperation in many fronts.
Ndi kapsina tani pena sharshuk ngachu mambo jiga tani nabshuk ta ngubo yarge ya chimbu songyoni tani chanrig lakchar chanrig shisha ndzo tamchat flojong shi dana tani rangrang sosun choi nanda pechchu sheyang shegonre karsan derang sharsho eshiya ga yakab mambo jiga nabshuk chanrig dela tani yarge phasum soba rodan rojin bare 대당 라와고 ngachu nupshugna yuni tani ji shion ba nan ra loma nan ra sin na yang ngachu sharshug bana tani sharshug da sanglu parnjur sanglu tani shion yang samgi meche ba za na ni da war de hagon re ndochu yang chit de la songeda lojong shi jizina chigde sharnam nyamjer yong jizda nis anna dang tangrap 안나당 니가 냠저 용지 단 데라 녜테나 구바 첨부 득삼
어디 탐보지를
가쇼고 마차가 너쇼고 차릭 시릭 로종라 되는 너쇼고 마 탐뜻 샤르거다리 출르다 르니 안나다 땅거 되는 카르납다 안나당 니가 판선 로종단 데라시니나 구반도
So we can see that over the past century and in recent times, using scientific methods that were first developed in the West, people in Eastern countries have been able to improve their material standard of living in certainly in very discernible ways. At the same time, however, the West is also learning from the knowledge traditions, the very amazing knowledge traditions of the East. And so it's my sincere hope, in fact, that people from both parts of the world and can learn from the benefit of each other's traditions.
냠더 드네 까차샤기 능동 소의 나와 상지비 출루 접설라 때네 더가 마오와 다 라니 그 제데블라나메 파르테르너레다 드네 지 신속 초트 드네 지르득담비 마오 달람 양탁바즈 춘레즈기 단 디르등거 드네 참말라 냐지 도르 디바찬즈 지르기인.
So, in terms of the topic for tonight's teaching, I'm going to be addressing the practice of the Buddha's teachings and whether, in fact, they are a means to gain advancements in a personal practice, or whether they are a means for achieving benefit in the wider world.
Sure, 상기가 출력제로한데요. 땅 인군이나 루몽즈가 드네 짐직다 로종 갈라칸섬 시용래 대인디 니 따츠르즈라 가르즈나 따드나 상기가 출력제긴도 베야 체와다 땅 자파 된자바즈리 대인디 쿠 점제의 다 측직다 니고 저다 진동 촌고나 대 하장 가변에스 게라즈리
치즈리
다 측뇽뇽즈 그거가 산디가 잡기가 죽음 제ben도 잠판 주치제단 랑거 대가 냠섬 뇽치제르고나 더 측뇽시즈 그거고 베 갈리카본두.
So I've been engaged in the investigation and the study of Buddhism for a very long time, and in my opinion, when we look at the question of what the Buddha Dharma is and what the Buddhist tradition is, that it is in fact extremely vast, and it's quite difficult to put into a few words what its essence is.
옛날에 tene 추가 다돈도 냠슬랑디 tene 충가리가 나나 남식은 이렇게나 라니까 타라 양탁바 톱니 타라 양탁바 톱니 tene 고비야 양서 뇽버 지네 다 뇽모와다 등을 짱메피 tene 담 냥을인데 바제르고 난자가 데스타비 제베 톱기오 떠요 답가로 몽우즈 그랑아 데스타고 니르고너레지 된자양 손사요레.
Of course, it is said that the purpose of practice in the Buddhist tradition is to obtain liberation, is to eradicate one's afflictions, and to pass beyond this existence and abide in the state of nirvana.
양 충가래 그감나 제부터 톱 송디 제부터 톱냈더니 딱베르나 다리가 샘친 그돈 접기워 산기 그 꼬마토 쏘나야 다른 몸터네 되네 샘친 그돈 접기워 운동조가 있는레지 때려 쏘요래.
According to other ways of saying it, or to other voices of the tradition, after one has obtained Buddhahood, one should exert oneself to the benefit of other beings and dedicate oneself primarily to these tasks.
베나 데 자화추름보치 제게도 복고 타거엔 나페 냥어바 그바 전부들에 다 공연 납기로 직get네 다리 get다나 직get야치 캬글로 와르다 다리가 지그니 디모고 라마 짝천들에 콩고 송이 다 셔슌고 군름 그갑나 저송으로잖아 산기 돕기원도야 대 무연 타르트바 말이제 산기 돕네 지실 건전 후 잔돈 잔로아 샘전 담적 돈 줍교 단 득소를 제야 베사로 군에 송을.
In the words of Palchu Rinpoche, who was an extremely renowned master from the Tibetan tradition who lived in the 19th century, he said in reference to the objectives of Buddhahood that obtaining Buddhahood is not, he said very clearly, it's not to obtain Buddhahood as an objective or a means in itself, but rather to use one's Buddhahood for the benefit of other sentient beings.
때론다네 girgangare yang songondo huerna ta chu zigido ngoma kasang tereng ge roa ge matamche ge nat serer shijit nat serze ge tene pena man tabare zendo ta uni che ngasu chu nangdon mashi badana chula chargi mebaina kayo mare tenda kemalin na ya ta na uni ge che chundela jimjig shena da chunde 냠슬레는 젠디 맞수 뭐라나 소수 샘컴나 판톡 예침보 요기요래.
Tonight when I met earlier with Dr. Rachel, she likened the Buddha Dharma to an extremely healing medicine for many people in today's age. This is very, very much the case. Of course, to people who don't have an understanding of the contents of the teachings or don't have a great familiarity, then, well, it's difficult to say. But to people who commit themselves to understanding the teachings and to practicing the teachings, the benefit can be very, very great indeed.
다 랑아 지금 냠레 시사가 추 샘는 거 낫다 등을 세시 그 때다 추징매나 가성되는 거 신속도 촉직네 되나 배 응보 빠르용 야르기 되니 추르근 직전이나 안자 코리기 난자 끈거 타네요 뒤로 가마다 잡들시니나 로미 로르기타나 되니 배 만자와 그 야르기 퍼섬 소바 쇼요기 뒤수 된자가 토요래 양 촉직네 되네나 ngasu ruwa maga tene nang semgi dungmer nang semgi nazik dele jang chabram phaba dik hajan cheba dungmer chi ragba tendabe ne sikero.
On the one hand, we can say that the current age that we live in is certainly unprecedented in terms of the degree of development of external material conditions. At the same time, it is also one where probably we are at a point of unprecedented suffering as well.
가리제나 가선대랑 다 당선 그 뒤촌데라 되니 코리거 되니 코리 막족스 기르네 다 가고 양다바 메바다나 대비전도는 지금 코리 그 야금도 추나나야 다 멘츠 만보 용에다 되네 뭐 탐칠라 된적 메바다 되니 나수 에시아라 소바가 양 야금 만보 제릭 자마다는 디촌양 다 지금 초르된 약보 메니 제릭양 자몰라나 빼 만자 만보 따르기 요지 니츠
And all kinds of incidents transpire around us, every day, all the time, whether it be stories of environmental destruction, of pollution, of wars between countries, or as in Asia, particularly in China these days, there's a great deal of worry and concern about food safety, for instance.
Permsona de shinia jarkortavina ta lo ngani ta gbar de janchi yongre tan de janchi ge jurum chot ta parchir mo mbum khsam da chkhchi yarmer tene tari chekchok zamet songeda shetsariore.
If we take a look at the Syria conflict, for example, over the past 5 years, approximately 300 people have lost their lives. 300,000 people have lost their lives.
다 들레 회남머 동 시친 시와 직잠즈 데네 다롱 잔치그 코리 그 쳤더나 등을 쌈기면 개밤 용신 요바다 양다 시와 다 시친 직잠즈 그 데네 쳤소 지게 yarmırdı 다 yarkım medenir savşuk sosu capture'an rogoyor ya 쳤소 지게 yarmırdı 데네 그런 거 사차나 데네 교사 르나면 득사 이나메디 다 렁거 yarkım나 타나 kim상내사야 메디 덴지 빼 만제다리 교육내스 게려요.
And upwards of 1 million people who have been rendered displaced through this conflict too. So there are approximately 600,000 people within the country's borders who now don't have homes, and another 400,000 people who are refugees in bordering countries.
다 당래 상로 당딩군이 나총 주암 참마더 길득 찍바 상로 찍바 연거요래 예요래다 이나야 다 자르크 라라 나한테 때스타베 그 멘칙 잡침보 쇼용디 되네 베나 유럽 그 자르크 안손네나 되네 자르크 모즈그 다 잡주란도 조땅린 체거요래 엔진이나 간제엔 초랑수 시기래.
So even though, we are all human beings, we are the same in this respect, we're the same in our thoughts, etc. Certainly our circumstances are different depending on where we come from. In some countries there are wars, and then there are countries in Europe, for example, that are on the receiving end of the refugee situation. And as for the response in England to that, I'm sure you're all sure.
가스다리 nga 데 잡주로 안 가래건 소화가 초다 냠지 렌용아 당 오늘 전에 그런 하장 조보래 드네 다나른 거 도사가 니양메데 참상이면이 멋지가 된다 조르거나 나수 추고나 랑글이라 빼롱네 잔랑 노파 마시지제 베나 랑아 빼롱에 잔거 초라데 간레레 저런 거 또송래 드네 다 닝운이 나체 남발라 지 잡주로가 타그 레와지 왕차요 말이다 이나야 나수 다 로미 링가레라 테스타비 등은 정디 상록동 고사스 랩상고요.
And I would urge everybody to really think about what it's like, what the plight of people in a situation as in the situation of being a refugee is like, having no safety, no home, having one's immediate existence at threat. Of course, I'm not in a position to make any requests of anybody, but I think this is something that we should definitely cast our minds to and try to empathize with.
디 샤완도 수타네 나 가수 랍도 총아이나 드네 스크 타네 장 왕차다 된다 요 말이다. 옛나양 셈 그다네 자모롱도네 서간당 깡이나 가수 상록던 거요.
So even though we might not have any particular power or capacity to do much, nevertheless, we certainly need to really think about this.
가레가 손로도나 다 자와 랍도 총아 짜메차 너수 드네 곰바 작프 드네 다 르서 띠남스 드네 다 코론조 주반양르시 유직능 마도 되면 신속고 초다더니 다 말의 용어 시한도 소줍교원도 추양다 말의 썸다 된자 공권이야 요나타.
And in terms of being a monk, being an ordained person, whether or not these outside things are things that we should think about, maybe some people are of the view that the role or the proper role of an ordained person is to reside in their monastic institution, practicing the Dharma according to tradition, and in fact involving oneself or concerning oneself too much with things taking place on the outside world is not appropriate.
다티 다리 공도 집았다래 랍도 총아이 난자가 드네 추박 잠바가 겸바초이 난자가 나추 랭긴 요바치레제나 라니 긍요거 드네 조암 무조 시사가 드네 코리거 드네 뭐 탐치게 난자가 드네 리거 등월 셈거 등월 너수 세리 다다 좀바쉬지도 네되나 나추 뭐 참아가 드네 저드 메피 랭겐
But in my opinion, actually, as an ordained person, and in fact, regardless of whether one is ordained or whether one is a lay person, as a Buddhist, it is really a fundamental responsibility for us to be very concerned about the situation of sentient beings in the environment around us.